This situation is so mixed up with Chinese custom, family, and honor, I don't know where to turn. I'm afraid any move I make might endanger Hey Boy's life.
Have Gun. Will Travel. Starring Mr. John Daner as Paladin. San Francisco, 1875. The Carlton Hotel. Headquarters of a man called Paladin.
Huh?
Mr. Paladin.
Well, hey, boy, what in the world are you doing hiding behind that potted palm? Shh. Ooh. Sorry. Not hide and seek, hey, boy.
Oh, it's not frivolous matter, Mr. Paladin. More serious. Is Missy Wong coming down the hallway?
No, she turned into the linen room. If you're hiding from her, you can come out now.
Oh, good. Mr. Paladin, may I see you in room, please, for a discussion of most disturbing matter?
Why, certainly, hey, boy. Come on. Trouble?
Oh, my. Plenty trouble, Mr. Paladin.
Talk about best-selling records. Here's a familiar tune about America's best-selling filter cigarette, Winston. Winston gives you real flavor, full, rich tobacco flavor. And you know, that's because only Winston has filter blend up front. Choice, flavorful tobaccos, specially selected and specially processed for filter smoking. No wonder Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should. Smoke Winston.
Go on in, hey, boy.
Oh, yes, sir.
Now, what's the idea of trying to dodge Miss Wong? What have you been up to this time?
Oh, Mr. Paladin, hey, boy, cannot come face to face with Miss Wong at this moment. Hey, boy, confused. Hey, boy, crushed under a weight of most distressing problem.
Oh, come now. Can't be that bad.
Oh, yes, sir, it's much worse. Here, this letter come from China today for Hey, boy.
Huh? Oh, I see. Well, of course, I could probably make a more intelligent comment if I could read Chinese.
Oh, Mr. Paladin, this is letter from Mei Jen, or how you say, go-between?
Go-between?
Yes, sir. Or the same like the marriage broker. This letter say go-between is come to San Francisco to settle arrangements for Hey Boy's marriage to his betrothed.
Your marriage to your betrothed?
Yes, sir, Mr. Paladin. That's what it says.
Well, no wonder you didn't want to face Miss Wong. Hey, boy, do you think you've been exactly fair to her, considering you're engaged to be married to a girl in China?
Oh, but, Hey Boy, forget all about engagement to marry.
Now, wait a minute. An engagement to marry is not the sort of thing that just slips one's mind.
Oh, Mr. Paladin, you no understand.
Well, shall we try again?
Marriage contract made when Hey Boy 9 years old. Hey Boy don't know girl, never see girl. Parents make deal.
Oh, like that.
When Hey Boy 15, he come to America. Oh, so different, many things happen. He forget.
Yes, I see.
Yeah, Hey Boy like America. Hey Boy like Miss Wong, but now come go between those settled arrangements for marriage in China with girl Hey Boy never seen. Hey Boy must leave America. Hey Boy must leave Miss Wong, and oh my.
Surely you're not obligated to go through with this thing.
Well, here is most distressing problem, Mr. Paladin. Hey Boy, mother, father, now dead. But aunts, uncles, cousins, girl, father, mother, aunts, uncles, cousins, all live in the same village in China. And Hey Boy must do nothing to make her lose her face. And Hey Boy in pretty pickle, huh?
Yeah.
You help maybe?
Well, I don't know. It's a little out of my line, hey, boy, but I can try, I guess.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Paladin.
Well, it seems to me, hey, boy, that you're going to have to make a stand.
Make a stand.
That's right. Now, I realize how important it is to save face and to avoid bringing dishonor to the families, but you'll just have to be firm. What's the girl's name?
Her name, May. Her father, Guy Kung.
Guy Kung. Any connection with the Guy family here in San Francisco?
Oh, yes, sir.
Is it the Guy family that controls the Guy Sun Yap Tong?
Yes, sir. Same family.
I guess that's the most powerful tong in San Francisco's Chinatown.
Oh, yes, sir.
Well, they can call it a Chinese Mutual Benefit Association, but I guess you know as well as I do that they have their fingers on every underworld activity on the Barbary Coast.
Yes, sir.
Oh, wait a minute. How about Guy Kum Ho, the Tong Hatchet Man, also known as Bloody Pete?
Oh, Bloody Pete. He May's brother.
Oh.
Well, you see, Mr. Paladin, very essential, hey, boy, not bring dishonor to family.
Oh, yes, I'm beginning to understand. Losing face takes on a new meaning. You tangle with Bloody Pete, and you're apt to lose your whole head.
Oh, my.
One thing, hey, boy, you're going to have to face Miss Wong and explain this whole thing to her.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes.
Oh, my.
Can you make the passing grade in driving? In other words, do you know and do you use what you know about safe passing practices? Almost every driver finds it necessary to pass other drivers at times. The problem is doing it safely. Here are some passing tips from the National Safety Council. Be sure there's plenty of time to pass before meeting another vehicle coming toward you. See that no other vehicle is about to pass you. Give a left turn signal for the driver behind and make sure he sees it. Sound your horn for the driver ahead and make sure he hears it. Speed up a little before leaving your lane, not after you get alongside the vehicle you're passing. Don't cut back into the right-hand lane too soon. And always pass on the left, unless the driver ahead has signaled his intention to make a left turn. Pass, friend, but do it safely.
I wanted to help Hey Boy, but when I began to weigh the odds, I was doubtful of success. The opposing force was too strong. 4,000 years of custom and tradition, and the most powerful organization in San Francisco's Chinatown, the Gi Sung Yap Tong. Even more discouraging was the fact that Hey Boy's prospective brother-in-law was none other than the highbinder known as Bloody Pete, chief of the Tong's professional murderers. I felt I would never fully understand Chinese custom, but I knew all I needed to know about killers. I thought about it all through the night, and in the morning it seemed so hopeless that for a moment I allowed myself to wonder what San Francisco would be like without Hey Boy. It was very depressing. Also, I hated the thought of facing poor little Miss Wong. Come in. Oh. Good morning, Miss Wong.
Good morning, Mr. Paladin. All right, clean rooms now?
Oh, yes.